Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another mock draft here on the channel. Glad to have you with us as we've been doing a couple of mock drafts uh, so far in the beginning of March and all through the month of March here on the Three Technique. If you're new to the channel, love to have you subscribe, join the Jimmies and the Joes. Make sure you hit the notifications bell as well to get all of our videos up to the minute. New England Patriots in the news right now as Mac Jones is likely on his way to Jacksonville for a sixth round pick. So that means the former 15th overall first round pick in 2021 is now spare parts in Jacksonville. And there's two competing forces now in the New England Patriot front office is they obviously need their franchise quarterback, but their GM is on the record saying he would like to accumulate as many draft picks as he possibly can. So we're going to run through a mock draft in today's scenario. See, do we take the quarterback first or do we move back and try and figure out from there? So let's go ahead and get into it. We are drafting number 3 overall right now. Obviously, don't have that sixth round pick as of right now, but that's okay. This is a full 7 round mock. We'll just see what happens. Chicago Bears take Caleb Williams. The Commanders go Dallas Turner. Don't know that that's all that realistic, but it's what we've got in this scenario. So we do have a choice of all of our quarterbacks. Now, Atlanta Falcons are on the horn. Understandably so. They need a quarterback in this scenario. I'm guessing they didn't get Kirk Cousins from free agency. So they're offering us pick 8, pick 43, and pick 79. Now, with only one quarterback off the board, this is likely to go get. I think in real life, it would be Jaden Daniels. We'll see if they take Drake May if we were to accept this. Cardinals, Chargers don't need a quarterback. The Giants possibly could take a quarterback. The Titans are most likely going to take an offensive lineman. They could also go wide receivers. So there is a chance that our quarterback is not there if we move back. But also considering the fact that we have pick 43, pick 79 in the cards, this is a team that only has 4 total draft picks right now in the draft. As it currently stands, pre obtaining that sixth round pick for Mac Jones, they pick at 34, 68, and 102. And that's their draft. And so to me, this is an interesting scenario because you could take Jaden Daniels, you could take Drake May, whoever you think your next franchise quarterback is, or you can realize, hey, it doesn't matter who our quarterback is if we can't protect him. See the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young looks like trash right now because the Panthers had nothing around him. They couldn't protect him and they couldn't play defense. So I'm going to do something that I think is once again going to be very unpopular in the comments. We're going to trade back. We're going to take the Falcons offer. We're going to take 8. We're going to take 43. We're going to take 79. And we're going to round out our draft class. And we're going to figure out quarterback maybe in the future. I don't know if it's going to be this draft or not. Maybe this is a rebuilding year. The Atlanta Falcons are on the clock and they take Drake May at 3 overall. So Cardinals take Marvin Harrison Jr., tackle, Malik Neighbors, boom. Jaden Daniels still on the board at number 8. The Broncos want to move up. We're going to tell them they can pound sand. Bears want to move up, but that's future compensation, and we'd be giving up 79. I'm not interested in that. So look at that. It all works out in the end, and the New England Patriots have their new franchise quarterback. Jaden Daniels come on down. He's my personal quarterback too in this draft class, and it all works out. We trade back, we get picks, and we get Jaden Daniels, our quarterback. So now we've got 34 and 43 coming up here in the second round. We'll let the first round run. Giants get a nice wide receiver. Actually, didn't the Giants take? They took Joe Alt, so investing heavily on the offensive side. Chop Robinson goes to the Bucks. Tyler Guyton, Xavier Worthy sneaks into the first round. I tell you what, if the Cowboys don't take Jackson Powers Johnson, if he's on the board, I'm not going to be happy. Now, this is an interesting trade offer. Commanders want to come up 2 spots and they want to give us a top 100 pick in exchange for 179. I'd like to consider that. Darius Robinson just went off the board. Our needs are wide receiver, tackle, cornerback, and tight end as Pro Football Network has us listed. And we could go Adonai Mitchell. We could take best player available, who's Byron Murphy Jr. Very, very strong inside tackle. Kingsley Sumayatea, also on the board out of BYU. Jordan Morgan, who's got a first round grade on many boards, is there at 38. Guys, this is a loaded board. To pick up another top 100 pick, you got how many wide receivers are on the board right now? McConkey's there. Troy Franklin's there. Oh, we're moving down. Commanders can come up and get whoever they want. They're going to come up and get their quarterback. They take Bo Nix. Don't know why they'd be trading with us there because Jags don't need that, but we'll absolutely take that. Jets can kick rocks. So now we've got a really fun discussion. We've got 43, 68, 79, and 99 all inside the top 100. Now, with this pick at 36, considering we picked seven slots later, wide receiver is really, really deep here. And I think that our priority here should be offensive tackle. Now, depends if you like Kingsley out of BYU, excellent athletic tools. He's in the first round mix. Jordan Morgan is a guy that I've seen really mocked in the first round. Very, very athletic. He's got to prove that he's healthy. He's coming off an ACL tear, but uh, I think overall Jordan Morgan's the better prospect here. Wide receivers deep. We can go that. We could take the defensive tackle, but at this point, you're giving me one of the best offensive linemen in the draft at 36. We're going to go Jordan Morgan, tackle out of Arizona here. Sumayatea goes right after him. There go a couple of the Texas products. Edrin Cooper sneaks up all the way to 41. The edge rusher Braylon Trice goes. Not interested in moving back. Not interested in that. So, wide receiver, we could get Ladd McConkey here. Ladd comes in at 5'11. He's a smaller wide receiver. I believe the Patriots could be wrong here. Let me check real fast. I think the Patriots just signed Kendrick Bourne to an extension today. They did. 3 years, $33 million. So as long as he stays healthy, that's a fun prospect. Could go get Ladd McConkey to pair inside with him. Cornerbacks listed as a need. Who do we got on the board? TJ Tampa, Ennis Rakestraw. Probably wait on him. Mike Sanders-Strill is the slot corner that I really like down here. Boy, Kalen King falling all the way outside the top 100 is a tough look. Ladd McConkey, Troy Franklin. Those are your picks at wide receiver right now. Who do you like more? Outside wide receiver can spend time in the slot. He's a little thin. Deep plays to pair with your explosive quarterback. Tell you what, though, the separation that Ladd McConkey gets, he's going to be able to win off the line of scrimmage right along with the best of them in this wide receiver class. I think that's a safety blanket to your new quarterback. We're going to go Ladd McConkey here. Take Ladd McConkey. You've got Kendrick Bourne on the outside. Now we pick again at 68. There goes Troy Franklin, 47 to the Dolphins. That's a fun pairing. Andre Sweat goes all the way to 56. I think the Cowboys traded out of that pick. They did. They take linebacker Junior Colson. There's Rakestraw at 62, so right on the button. We're back on the clock. 68, 79, 99, 102. I'm making the pick, guys. You go wide receiver again. Again, it's very, very deep here. I really like Jalen McMillan. Whole lot of wide receiver versatility down here. We could go get an edge rusher, Chris Braswell. Could get Jatavion Sanders. Oh, this is all kinds of value. I tell you what, Jatavion Sanders here at the end of the beginning of the third round. Brandon Dorless, edge out of Oregon. Marshawn Nealon, one of the most athletic edge rushers in the class. He's there at 79. I'd be interested in getting him. Christian Mahogany. We could go interior offensive line. For the value, though, here, guys, Jatavion Sanders, he's not going to be Brock Bowers, but he's a better blocker than him. He could be an excellent overall tight end. They've whiffed on a couple guys in free agency. We're going to take the Texas product. Guy that I actually covered in high school. Watched him make now the famous one-handed catch over Highland Park. That was a blast. Again, we're making these picks. I really would like to buckle down, focus on making these picks here. Marshawn Nealon's here on the board. Again, this is kind of best player available. I know we could go wide receiver here, and I do really like Jalen Polk, but Marshawn Nealand is such an underrated edge rusher, guys. If you don't know his name, get to know his name. From Western Michigan, yes, played MAC football, but go look at his combine testing numbers. The guy is an athletic freak. We're going to add Marshawn Nealand here. Love the fit. Get out of the third round here. Pick it 99. Johnny Wilson off the board. Blake Fisher goes right before us, and we're on the board. And again, Javon Bullard sitting right here. You got Javon Bullard. You got Mikey Sanders still. Some really, really good options here for us. Could go Mason Smith on the interior. Tyron Hopper. Kalen King. I mean, this is, probably still early on him. Best player available, without a doubt, is Javon Bullard. He's going to be a pro's pro. He's just a little small, is the problem. That's the big knock against him. But boy, he wants to hit. He comes downhill. He's athletic. Mike Sandrill is always around the football. Also small, 5'9". Man, he's a good player. I can't pass on Javon Bullard here. Can't do it. As a future All Pro, I think it's safety, and you're getting him here at the very end of the third round. We'll take him. Kids from Georgia are doing pretty good in the NFL right now. We're on the clock once again at 102, and we can get our cornerback. Guys, look at how that works out. Mike Sanders on the board. We're going to take him. We're taking dogs. We are rebuilding this defense one pick at a time here. On the board again, 136, then 192, 231. I misspoke earlier talking about their draft capital. They had later capital, but when you talk about premium picks, they were in need of that, and we certainly helped them get that. I can't wait to look at this draft review. I mean, guys, we are cleaning up right now for New England. Could go Kyrie Jackson here. Where did Kalen King go? You go pretty much, yep, 115, just a little bit below the projection. Jared Wiley, Layden Robinson. You could get a really solid tight end, or I'm sorry, guard. Looking at Jared Wiley's name. Pick again at 192, so we need to make this one count. I tell you what, Jacob Cowing down here, slot wide receiver. Lad McConkey, we just obviously took him. And I think if we hadn't taken him, you could absolutely go get Jacob Cowing. Because that kid's going to be really good. I think Kyrie Jackson here, 6'3". One of the lead cornerbacks at Oregon. We've taken the tight end. Could go get Tyler Davis, shore up the interior here. Kind of like Kyrie Jackson, though. Just continue to solidify that secondary. We're going to take our third member of the secondary here. Kyrie Jackson's off the board. Now we got to wait a little bit. That's okay. Patriot fans, let me know what you think about this class, where you would go. Admittedly, not a New England Patriot fan. This is a completely unbiased third-party opinion. Would love to hear from you. Get your feedback on which direction you would have gone in a couple of these picks. Give me a letter grade as well, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Jared Wiley goes 166 to the 49ers. That's some good value for them. Wiley was a guy that didn't have a ton of production at TCU, but he's an athlete. He given the opportunity could really fly, and he showed that late in his career when he started getting looks in an offense. 192, Jordan Whittington off the board from Texas. We are stretching my draft knowledge now, at least to have really, really good info on these guys. Although I do like Gabe Taylor a lot, and I think I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this in the Cowboys mock draft I did. Worked with him in the NIL scene, but he was big. He's physical. He's a nasty nose tackle. I know the Baylor defense didn't do a whole lot right this season, but I think here, a couple slots below his projection, which, these projections don't necessarily mean anything. But Gabe Taylor, I think, to get him here at the end, or I guess at the beginning of the sixth round, middle of the sixth round, somewhere, I think this makes a lot of sense. We'll take a big physical interior defensive player. It's been an offensive draft in the to start, and then we've gone defense, 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 defense. So overall, I think this is going to end up being really, really balanced. Last pick, 231. It's not going to let me scroll down. There's so many holes that this Patriots team has, and obviously competing in AFC East with Buffalo is not an easy task. But man, I feel like we're setting them on the right track. Depending on what they do in free agency, I feel like there's a really good chance that you come away from this feeling like, okay, we've made a good start. We're gonna take just Joshua Cephas, big wide receiver, possession wide receiver out of UTSA. Does need to struggle or focus on just kind of some concentration drops, but overall, you get a bigger wide receiver here at the end of the draft. I think you've addressed a lot of your needs for this Patriots team. I'd be very happy with this draft. Again, you traded down, you got your quarterback, you picked up premium uh, second day picks, right? And ultimately you're able to maximize, I think, every bit of value that you could have in this draft. So there you go, Patriots fans. Get a good look at it. I'll scroll in here just a little bit. Jaden Daniels, Jordan Morgan, Lad McConkey, Jatavian Sanders, Marshawn Nealon, Javon Bullard, Mike Sanderstrill, Kyrie Jackson, Gabe Taylor, and Joshua Cephas. Let me know how we did. Let me know who we should do next in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And until next time, so long, everybody.
Gracious, how about that?